What we do at IVEY Group, we're a private company here in Sudbury. This is our home base. This is where our corporate office is located. We have a group of individuals that work for us at IVEY that provide immigration services and recruitment services as well to people in the community and outside of Canada as well. So Antonio will be speaking after I go through a really short presentation on just who we are, what we do, and how we can add value to some of the students at the university and some of the prospective international students that are coming in. And then Antonio will be taking some time to talk about what he's been doing over the past several months and presentation that he's been giving for students that are looking for employment opportunities upon graduation. So we're located at 885 Regent Street, a big red building. We're up on the 3rd floor. We have our entire immigration team is located here, as well as our recruitment folks. And, you know, we've been working in partnership with Laurentian University probably for the past year now, where, you know, what we've been doing is hosting free webinars for students that are interested to learn more about the immigration program and the immigration system here in Canada. So the presentation that I host is called Pathways to Permanent Residency. And essentially what I do is I go over the different options for students that they might have, you know, when they graduate. And if they do have an interest to stay in Canada and hopefully stay in Sudbury upon graduation. And what does that look like? You know, so we've done presentations for students that are in their first year for as soon as they arrive to Canada, and others where, you know, they're getting closer to graduation and they're really starting to plan of, you know, what's next. And you know, they have a lot of questions regarding, you know, post-graduation work permits or permanent residency applications. There's a lot of different programs that exist, and we like to explore those options with them and also give a lot of time for Q&A. So that's part of what we do. We usually have quarterly presentations that we host, and then we share with the students. So we also are a recognized international student recruitment agent with Laurentian, Cambrian, and Canada. So we don't do a lot of international student recruitment, but because we do have such exposure outside of Canada, a lot of people are interested in study. And, you know, we do have great educational institutions here in Sudbury, like Laurentian, and we like to promote the opportunity of study there as well, either in a master's program or even a bachelor's degree. So this is the immigration team at IVEY. We have 6 people. So there's myself. I'm a licensed or registered Canadian immigration consultant. Alcom at the bottom right is also an RCIC. And then the rest of the group, Marina, Jasmine, Natasha, and Claudia, are all part of our group, and they're immigration caseworkers. So we have a very diverse team, which we're very, very proud of. We speak several different languages. You see them on the screen here. So, you know, we're able to offer those services many different languages. Moi, personnellement, je peux parler en français aussi. Je suis quelqu'un de Timmins, alors j'ai un petit accent franco-ontarien, mais quand même, on est capable de servir nos clients en plusieurs différentes langues que vous pouvez voir sur l'écran présentement. Et aussi, nos présentations qu'on fait sont bilingues. Alors, il y a beaucoup d'étudiants qui viennent des pays francophones, sont plus confortables de parler en français ou demander des questions en français. Alors, on peut faire les présentations, puis on le fait dans les 2 langues pour eux aussi. So, you know, what are some of the things that we offer to the students? You know, the way that we're working is an extension of Laurentian University and the international office. So we're not competing with the school by no means. We're working in collaboration with the school and with the services that they currently offer. And, you know, there's been a lot of volume recently with things related to COVID. So, you know, oftentimes we'll receive phone calls and with questions on clarifications or new policy adjustments or things like that. And sometimes it's just a question of volume where, you know, there's just a lot of things happening at the school, and sometimes students will reach out directly to us after speaking with someone from the university, or if it gets into an area where, you know, maybe someone from the university doesn't have that level of expertise, then we're there to support that. So we do study permit applications, study permit extensions or renewals, post-graduation work permit applications, and the core of what we really do and how we complement what already exists at the university is really the identification of pathways to permanent residency. And again, that's the whole purpose of the presentation that I host. I touch on the first 3 things very lightly, but really get into the details of, you know, how does it work to become a permanent resident? Why would someone want to become a permanent resident? And, you know, I'll discuss all the programs that exist. So we have programs at the federal level, at the provincial level, and then most recently at the start of 2020, the municipal program here in Sudbury, which is the Rural and Northern Immigration Pilot Program. So we get into the details of that, and the students will ask questions and clarifications, and, you know, I'm able to provide them with as much feedback as I can. So this is just an example of, you know, the things that we talk about, which is what does that pathway look like from, you know, I'm a student, I'm in Canada, I'm here. How do I, you know, progress to become a permanent resident and then an eventual citizen in Canada? So we break down all of these steps and we go through that process. So one of the things that we do offer, and I did send a copy of this to the university earlier this week. It's a little brochure that we have. This is just an excerpt of it, but the secondary part of what we do is really to have one-on-one consultation where we can really deep dive into the particulars of you know, a particular student's situation, whether it be, you know, do I study and progress into a master's degree, or should I start working first and then do my master's after, or, you know, I'm looking to bring my spouse to Canada, my children, or, you know, just very specifics on their situation. And to do that, we focus on the left here is where we talk about everything related to immigration. So it's more one-on-one counseling where it's, you know, they'll book some time with me personally or with Alcom, who is the other RCIC in our group. And we'll really dig deep into looking at their passports and their study permits and their CVs and their work experience and maybe reference letters, and, you know, give recommendations and really build a strategy of, you know, this is what you need to do in order to secure permanent residency in Canada. So there is a fee for that because it is one-on-one. As you can see, we do offer a discount as an affiliate partner of Laurentian University. We do offer a discount for Laurentian students, not only on you know, the consultation services, but if they do decide to retain us to push through their permanent residency, then we do that as well. So I won't be talking about the stuff on the right. That's Antonio, as he gets into things related to the labor market and employment, because, you know, we found that we were getting a lot of questions related to that as well. So that is a key part of what we do here at IVEY is, you know, help those international students or even local students that are looking for employment in Canada, that we can help them secure that. And again, it's a complement to what's already being done at the Career Center at Laurentian. So we are connected with a lot of employers throughout Northern Ontario. So, you know, I think it's a great opportunity for the students. So here's my contact information. I do share this freely and openly with the students as well. They can email me or call me at any time. We always have people available here in the office. And then, of course, like most of us these days, we have active social media sites on Instagram, Facebook, etc. YouTube. We have a lot of videos as well talking about essentially what we do. So I know it's brief. I wanted to go high level of what we do, but that's IVEY Group from an immigration perspective. So I'll hand it off to Antonio. Antonio Lopez is my associate, my business partner, and he takes care of everything related to the recruitment part of our business. So Antonio, I'll stop sharing my screen and I'll let you jump in.
Thanks a lot, Anthony.
Thanks, Anthony, and thanks, Jason, for the opportunity. I will share my screen too. I have a short presentation of the workshops that we do with Laurentian. Just quickly, I'm going to do the presentation in English. However, if there's any questions in French, I mean, you can ask Jason or you can email us. Our team is bilingual, like we have part of our recruitment team are bilingual. So if you are interested, you have more questions, feel free to reach out to us in English, French, or any other language, and we'll get back to you right away. So I will share my screen quickly.
And I do have access to the chat too. So if there's anyone who do have questions, I could read them out as you go through your presentation. Alors, je peux répéter en français. Si vous avez des questions, j'ai le clavardage ouvert aussi.
So I guess the title of the webinar that we host every so often with Laurentian University is employment opportunities, and is essentially tailored to students, graduates that are looking for an opportunity in the labor market in Canada, specifically speaking about Northern Ontario and Sudbury. Anthony, I think he already mentioned who we are and where we are located. Like I said, we are in Sudbury, and we provide our services in English, French, and other languages, Russian, Ukrainian, Spanish, and many other ones. Talking about my part, I'm responsible for the international recruitment and employment part of the company, where we work with local employers and employers in Northern Ontario, trying to bridge that gap between the labor shortage that they have and the international students and local workers that are looking for an opportunity in Northern Ontario. Just our presence, some of the countries and places where we have some partnerships are, as you can see, most of them are from South America, Mexico, Colombia, Peru, Chile, Honduras. Those are some of the places where we've established partnerships with institutions and government organizations, as well as embassies. We're also servicing and working with some countries, like Francophone countries like Morocco, France, and Tunisia. And there's a couple more from Eastern Europe, like Poland, Ukraine, and Belarus. I'm just going to scroll through some of the factors or some of the topics that we covered during our webinar. So we always talk about the current situation with now with COVID, like what's the impact that it's having in our economy. We also share some information about the labor market outlook. So if you're interested in knowing more about the current labor market outlook, feel free to to join this webinars. There's also some updated information regarding this matter. We also share with you some tips and some information about what our employers looking for when they're looking at hiring people, specifically talking about international students. What are they looking for, right? So this is something we go over. There's a lot more than this. Is just like a quick slide that I put together. There's another part like what are you looking for? So we understand there is a little bit of a cultural difference in some cases. So we like to share these things with you, so you're familiar with what like I said, what employers are looking for, what you're looking for, and if that fits what you've had in mind for a while. Another thing we talk about is interview preparation. So we go over again some tips and advice on like what do students need, or what do newcomers to Canada or recent graduates need in order to have a better chance to land a good job in Canada, or specifically speaking in Sudbury. And last but not least, we offer a consultation. We call it Employment Eligibility Assessment. It's a one-on-one personalized consultation where we really go and what we do with this, we complement what the Career Center at Laurentian University is doing. We take a more specific look or a specific angle towards international students. So what are some of the challenges that they have when they come to Canada, and how do we help them tailor their profile, their showcase their experience, and so on. So we go over some things like reviewing their educational credentials and employment experience, review and provide feedback regarding their CV, although there's already work previously done and by Laurentian University and the Career Center. We always like to give our personal take when it comes to international students or international workers, discuss potential employment opportunities in Canada. So just to mention quickly, we once you're part of one of these employment eligibility assessments, we add you to our database. So whenever we are looking for any specific positions, we know that we can have access to these profiles right away. So if you're interested in being part of it and having an opportunity, we've already done it with some graduates from Laurentian. Feel free to reach out to us. Provide career counseling based upon work experience and qualifications. Answer any of your employment-related questions, and we also work with the cover letter. So this is again, this is a very thorough consultation that we do, and we tailor specifically for the individual, for their profile, and also for the I guess the city or the industry they are interested in. And just before I finish, I wanted to share quickly our website. So if you go to iveygroup.ca or groupiv.ca, it'll take you to the French site. You can go under recruitment, apply now. And in that screen, you'll have some options or to apply to some of the positions that we currently have available. Like you can see there's positions like a mechatronics engineer, sometimes industrial electricians. They are looking for people with an engineering background so they can adapt quicker to the Canadian standards. And as you can see, there's more positions. There's some in French, etc., etc. So for the employment part, that's it. I will give back to Jason. If you have any questions, like I said, you feel free to reach out to us. You can send us an email, or you can just call directly to our office, and you'll be redirected to one of either immigration reps or international recruitment team.